Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to show you one of my 1:18 scale model cars. I know it has been a while since my last model cars review video, and this is because I've been doing some house renovation work, as well as previously I have been distracted by the model building of the Gundam and the third-party Gundam model kit. So I thought I would find some time to show the model cars again. So today in front of you is the AUTOart Nissan R390 GT1, and this is a previous release by AUTOart in the Signature series. So the model cars is made out of die-cast instead of composite, and as I mentioned, this is the AUTOart Signature series, as you can see, and it comes with the certificate of authenticity. And the model is the Nissan R390 GT1 LeMan test car in 1997, and it is number 0755. So this is my second R390 GT1 that I have purchased through AUTOart. This is one of the three. My first one was the gloss black limited edition, which is limited to 500, I believe. And if you have followed me for a while, I think a couple of years ago I have actually posted some photographs on my YouTube channel. You can always click back to my channel, and then you can see the photos of the gloss black version as well. And that gloss black version is limited production to 500, as I mentioned just now, and it also features a plain gloss black body. It doesn't have any of the decals or marking on the body. This one, however, is the matte black version or test car version with the Nissan and some other decals on the body. And then, so this is my second one, and the third one is I think it's a LeMan race version, which has a different livery on the body. If I remember correctly, I think it's got black and red. I haven't displayed that model cars on into my display cabinet, so I can't remember exactly what color it is, but it is in my collection in the AUTOart box, which I probably will do another review video shortly after this one, the one that you're watching right now, the black one. So in my opinion, comparing this matte black to the gloss black limited edition, I actually prefer the matte black one. And the reason is, well, I do like the limited production of the gloss black one, but the normal version actually has something which I prefer come over the limited edition, and it is underneath this engine cover, and I will show you later on in this video, so stay tuned to find out exactly what's the difference between the limited edition gloss black and the normal matte black edition. So without further ado, I think I'm going to let you guys appreciate the 360 view of the Nissan 390 GT1 before I will turn off the spinning top, and then I can show you guys all the fine details of this model car. Okay, are you guys ready? So let me turn off the spinning top. I'll be careful, I don't want to damage this model car at all. Right, here we are. So first of all, what I will do before I pick up the model is to remove the antenna, because this is just sitting on top. It is not actually attached or glued in by AUTOart. It comes in a separate bag inside the model car packaging box, and you just have to take this tiny little antenna out from the little bag, and then you have to insert it on top of the model car. For those of you who have this model, the R390 GT1, regardless what color, you probably find the same situation as the antenna. It doesn't like to sit flush, which is pointing vertically up, like so. That is sitting flush, is directly pointing above. It tends to like to sit at an angle like that. To some extent, I think sitting at an angle looks slightly better than when you have it sitting flushed like that, which is just upright. But anyway, this is loose, and do be careful not to lose this. It is very, very fine, and I believe the bottom half of the antenna, the chrome bits, these are all plastic, and the actual antenna, the pin, that is metal. So do look after this and try not to damage it or lose it. But for now, I will put this aside. Right, so where should we start? I think what I would do is to remove the front and rear cover, because they are fully detachable, they are not on hinges. So if I remove the first one, the front one, and then I can show you guys the details as well. Actually, let me remove the rear one as well. Don't want to break this. This has been in my collection for so long. I would like it to stay this way and in this condition. So very quickly, let me show you guys the underside. So straight away you can see the AUTOart trademark logo, and then the 1:18 scale Nissan R390 GT1, and the serial number 0755, which is matching to the certificate of authenticity. And then crafted in China, and then you can see the diffuser at the back as well. It's quite cool, and you can see the slick tire at the front as well as at the back. I think the rear one is slightly thicker than the front one, which is cool. And you can see some of the air duct for cooling the front brake disc and the brake calipers, I believe, since there are 2 ducts on each side. So let me put the main model back down, and I'll show you the front cover. So at the front, there's more air duct or air diffuser at the bottom. Oh, a bit of dust there. Let me try and clean it off. Okay, so you can see the bit of diffuser or air duct at the bottom, and then here on top you can see the big Nissan logo printed on the bonnet, and then there are some air vents. There's an emergency power cut button as well, or the sticker at least. And then you can see there are some mesh. They're all metal mesh and it's perforated. And right at the front you have the Nissan logo in the middle, which is nice. That's a separate piece, and the TWR logo is printed. And then the fog lamp, you can see the details. It's quite nice. These also have the 6 rivet around it, and then there's another TWR Racing logo printed on the side, and the Bridgestone sticker underneath the fog lamp. You have the indicator, and it is the same on the other side. So all of these, oh focus, so all of these rivets, they are metal, which is really cool, and same as all of these little ones around the main headlamps, they are metal rivets as well. And you can see the headlight details, which is quite nice. You can see the reflector as well as the actual light bulb replicated inside, and it's the same on the other side. And then further on the bonnet, you can see there are more air vents. These are metal air vents, and they are perforated. And then you have the locking mechanism. You have a Nismo decal. What does it say? I can't really read. Nissan Motorsports International. And you have the side indicator, which is a separate piece as well, so it's 3D. And on this side, it is the same. And take a look on the underside. You can see the mesh is attached directly to the underside, same as that. And also there are two smaller air vents here. So one is there and the longer one here, and it's symmetrical to the other side. It's very nice. So I'll put this down, and then I'll show you the back engine cover as well. So this has less decals. You do have the clear plastic screen with the black trim, and around the rear window there are also a lot of metal pins or metal rivets around as decoration. There are two air ducts on the engine cover, one on each side, and there's also an air inlet right here with the locking pins as well. It's very nice. And on the back side you have more locking pins. I believe the locking pins, they are metal bits. I don't think they are metal. Sorry, I don't think they are plastic. And on the underside it's just like that. There's not much to show you guys. And you can see there is a bit of overrun glue from the manufacturer, but that's okay. That's on the underside. It's very nice. It's a very detailed model. Okay, so put that cover to one side. Now we can come back to the actual model car. So first of all, let me move that out of the way. So if we take a look at the front, this is with the front cover removed. On the side you can see the racing wheel, which has the slick tire attached, and it is labeled as Bridgestone. And the wheel has a blue center locking nuts, and this is on the left hand side of the model. So front and back has got the blue locking nuts, and on the right hand side you have the red locking nuts, and I have just noticed at the bottom of the alloy wheel you can see the BBS logo as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It's a small red sticker which said BBS alloy. It's very cool. And if you look through the racing wheel, try and show you guys the inside, so you can see the brake caliper, which is AP Racing, and you have the brake disc that spin through the brake calipers, and the brake disc itself has some details as well, which is cool. And to the rear wheel is very similar to the front. Here you can see the BBS alloy sticker, and again, like the front wheel, you have the AP Racing brake caliper and also some details on the brake disc that spin through the brake calipers. Very cool. And on the side you have the big Nissan logo printed on the left door, and underneath you can see there are some carbon detailing. Very cool. And then the air vent, you can see there are some ductwork as well, and then the side exit exhaust. Very nice. I think they are metal parts. They are shiny as well. And to the rear you can see the big diffuser, and then the brake light, which is quite detailed. Also included the indicator as well, and you have the big Nissan logo in the middle with the tow hook, and also some other bits that is on top of the Nissan logo. It's very cool. And here you can see the very big rear spoiler or rear wing, and you can see the small screws that's attached to the rear wing as well. It's very detailed. You have the exhaust on this side as well, and also some ductwork through the bottom air inlet. Very cool. Coming back to the front, so you can see there are more carbon detailing. You have the front intercooler as well, and there's also a blue logo which spell out Calsonic. It's very nice, very detailed. And then you can see the air inlet or the duct at the front, one on the on my right hand side, one on the left hand side, and then it duct air to cool the brake disc and the brake caliper. It's very detailed. And there's also a front tow hook and another metal mesh that is also perforated. So this is metal, and the carbon details is very nice as well. And here you can see the wheel. It does steer, but not by much, and I don't want to keep playing with it. I don't want to break anything. And the suspension, it works as well. can see the suspension arm moved and the coil get compressed. It is very impressive. It's a very detailed model if you are into looking at all the suspension details. And it is the same on the right hand side of the car as well. Very cool. You have the side mirror on each side of the door, and it also has a reflective sticker. And the front windscreen, it has a very detailed windscreen wiper as well as another big Nissan logo. And there are more metal rivets all around. And same as on the side window as well. There is a actual window here with metal rivets around. Same as the other side. So on the left hand side behind the window, this is plain with some rivets, and on this side there is more details, which is cool. And here you can see the R390 GT1 project logo printed, and same printed on the left hand side. It's very cool. And now to my favorite part of this model, which is the engine block. Just see how detailed that is. It is very, very impressive. And just to point out to you guys, the only difference that I've noticed when I looked at the two models between the matte black version and the gloss black limited edition, the only differences are this little red color parts, one on the left hand side, one on the right hand side, with the copper coiled around. So these two braces are missing in the limited edition gloss black version, whereas on the matte black as well as the LeMan version, you will find these extra bits attached, which is really cool. I just like the extra bit of details. I'm not entirely sure why they have missed out these two bits on the limited edition model, but they must have missed it for a reason. Maybe that's the production version that they don't have that. I'm not 100% sure. If you carry on looking at the engine details, you can see the two coil for the rear suspension. And there's also a lot of details on the engine block, which I just can't get sick of staring at it every time when I pick up the model. It just, there's so much details. And here you can see the turbos right here, and there is another turbo on this side as well, which is really cool. And just there's so much details, and all the fine wiring and the copper cable ties, it's all there. It's really, really cool. And here, this and that is actually the air duct from, if you remember the engine cover, there are two ducts, one on each side, so the air goes in from here and then it will get pushed down to the circular duct, and that will cool or push air into the turbo before going into the engine block. And you can see the intercooler right there as well, and it is the same on that side. You have the intercooler. It's very, very nice. And there is another Nissan Roadster. I can't read the other word. It said Nissan here, and then there's another word written across. I can't read it. Actually, I think it said Nissan Power. It's very cool. I'll show you guys. Yep, definitely saying Nissan Power on the engine block. It's very cool. The Nissan R390 GT1 definitely has one of the best engine detailing in the AUTOart model cars. I really like this model a lot. Okay, so next we will take a look at the interior. So open the side door. You can see how thick that door is. It's very impressive. And let me open the other side as well. So you can see the strut is extended as the door opens. Right here. It's very cool, very detailed. And there's a door handle and the mechanism, and it should be the same on the other side right here. And you have the strut for the door as well. It's very, very cool. And if you take a look at the interior, you can see there are more cabling by the door with the red cable tie. There you go, that's the side mirror reflecting the lights. It's very shiny. And here, take a look at the inside. The center console has got some buttons. I'll try and zoom in to show you guys the details. So that's the center console with the buttons and the carbon backing of the racing seat. The blue fabric racing seat belt. And you can see the dash and the racing wheel as well. And there's another air duct just to guide some fresh air into the cabin. That's the ductwork and the fire extinguisher. I'll try my best to show you guys all the details inside. Right, let's flip to the other side. So on this side you can see there is a I think that is the gear shifter, and you can see the carbon backing racing seat and the blue safety harnesses. So the seat belt is fabric with photo edge metal parts attached, which is really cool, and it's a 5-point harnesses. And the steering wheel is a Momo steering wheel, and then you can see the speedometer and all the other good stuff. There's also a roll cage. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. There's definitely a roll cage inside as well. and there is a Recaro Racing Seat logo, and then the rest of the roll cage. It's really hard to focus. Come on. But anyway, there is a roll cage there that I could see. See if you can see it from this angle. I guess you probably can. Definitely a roll cage inside, and it is very detailed. So here you can see the accelerator, brake and clutch pedals inside. It's very, very nice. I think this model has amazing interior details in the cockpit, and it has very good front detail as well, with the working suspension and the suspension arm. It's very, very detailed. I do like the working suspension. Even the link here in the middle, it moves. But I won't recommend you to play around with the suspension too much, because it's not meant to be compressed. This is more of a model, and the highlight of this model is basically the very fine details. I just love the engine bay layout on this model. It is amazing. It's just so cool. Alright, so let's put it back on the spinning top and let it spin one more time. So, what do you guys think? Do you like this model car? Have you got one in your collection as well? And if you do, what color or what color combination do you have? You know, whether you have the standard version or the limited edition, let me know which one you have. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, do take a look at the engine bay detailing to see if your model has this two strut here, the two red ones, because I know on my gloss black limited edition model, those two tiny support or the struts, they are not there, whereas this one as well as the LeMan racing livery one, they do have those extra details, which is what I prefer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review video, and I'll show you guys the rear engine cover one more time. So this goes to the back like that. Oh, just like that. You just have to put it in slowly, and then you have the front engine cover, not engine cover, just the front wing cover as well. So I'll try and squeeze it back in while the spinning top is spinning, which is not ideal, but I'll do it very carefully. Done. So that's with all the covers back on, and I'll close the two side doors as well. Right, here we go. And then last but not least, the very, very fine antenna as well, like that. and the certificate of authenticity right here. So that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this review video or detailed review of the Nissan R390 GT1 test car LeMan version, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.